welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to announce today the beginning of my Project Pan. You're probably wondering, why are you starting this in July rather than in January? The reason is because I know myself, and I know that if I don't start it right now, I will not start at all. Like, I won't, come January, I won't remember, and I just feel really inspired to start right now. I'm just gonna have mine start in July, and come January, maybe I'll decide to kind of like start it almost and kind of have this as like a pre-Project Pan time. I really don't know, but for now, I want to start actively using these products, showing my progress with you guys. If I make any, fingers crossed that I do. I am wearing a bunch of the products right now, actually. The only thing that isn't a Project Pan is the eyeshadow that I used today. If you're wondering what I am using, what my eyeshadow is from, it's from the Morphe X James Charles palette. I did a 4th of July look for you guys, and I'm still wearing that look right now because I'm filming it right after I did this video. I want to get started with the products that I'll be attempting to pan, and so without further ado, let's get started. Pretty much a full face of makeup to share with you guys that I'm going to be attempting to pan. I do have, some products do have 2 to 1. I actually have like 5 items, but it's not as bad as you think. When we get there, I'll explain why I chose 5. I also want to explain why I'm starting it and what are my like end goals and how I'm doing this. The reason why I'm starting this Project Pan is because I feel like my intake of makeup, my purchasing of makeup is too fast for me to actually use and enjoy. I find that sometimes I will order a bunch of products, I'll use them once or twice, and then I won't use them sometimes even for a couple months, and then I'll use them a couple times, and then months will go by before I use them again. I don't think that's okay, because for me personally, because I have so much makeup, I'm not getting used out of everything, and I need to get used out of things. And part of the problem is that I don't wear makeup every single day, and that's not an issue. That's not necessarily something that I want to change, but like I will be wearing makeup more often, especially with me starting this channel, with my beauty Instagram that I run, which by the way you should go check out. It's at Sam But Never Sammy, same as his channel name. So a lot of these things are things that I can incorporate into a daily face, so if I do want to wear makeup one day, they're products that I know I can just use, and it'll be like, it won't be a crazy out there look, it'll be neutral, that kind of stuff. I wanted to start this Project Pan so that I can start enjoying the makeup that I have and slowing down my purchasing. Another thing that I'm doing to combat that is I'm limiting myself in how many times I can buy makeup. So I'm doing once a month. I can buy up to the free shipping limit, because I really do not like to spend money on shipping, especially when it comes to makeup purchasing. I don't know, it's just something about me. So like, for example, in some stores that does allow me to spend a little bit more, but usually the stores that I shop at and want to shop at, they're around the same price range where it's like $35 or $50. Which that sounds like a lot, and those are things like Ulta and Sephora. So like some things I can buy like one thing and I get to $35 at Ulta. I'm ready to check out. I'm done. And it's not like a hard cutoff of $35. It's like a generic within that range. And I'm going to attempt to only check out with 1 to 2 items. Me just getting started with this, I think that's something I can work with right now. My goal is not necessarily to decrease. I want to at least kind of keep my collection at the size that it is now. It is by no means a reasonable size. I have way more makeup than I need, but my main goal is to not increase by too many products. Like, I'm not putting like I haven't counted how many products I have in total, because I don't have access to all the products that I do own, because some of it is in another state, and because I couldn't bring any of it home due to COVID. I do want to keep it at relatively the same size, maybe even lower if I can. It is a rolling Project Pan, so if I feel like one product is really not working out, or I'm just really tired of using one product, I have the freedom to switch it out with another product to try to use that up. I will not be forcing myself to use this every single day, but all these products I will be trying to use majority of the time that I do my makeup. Alright, starting off with a moisturizer. I do consider moisturizing part of my makeup routine because I do try and moisturize every time I do my makeup. This is just a sample, so this is kind of a gimme. This is the CeraVe moisturizing cream. This is just a sample, so this is a gimme. I really like how this feels. This should be no problem. I think I'm almost out anyways. Maybe there's a little bit more than I thought there was. There's about this much product left. I use quite a bit every time I use it, so really shouldn't be that big of an issue to get done. In fact, just so I know where I am, I'm going to take this nail polish. This is I've dedicated this to be my Project Pan nail polish because I don't really like the color myself for my nails, but it's something that I had available. So I'm just gonna mark that bottle. You'll notice that some of these already have marks because I measured them last night how much I had left. So right there is that starting mark for the Project Pan. This should be gone probably by next week. I think I can get this done. I'm really excited, even though it's just a sample. I also know that I'll probably be buying the full size because I just like it so much. Moving on to primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I use this every time I do my makeup, but I don't cover my entire face with it, so this is a bit of a challenge. However, I think it is doable because I've already made a little bit of a dent, though this has been like a month coming. So while it is a challenge, I think it is definitely doable. Alright, I feel like I keep on thinking that this product that I made a lot of progress on already because I have been trying to use this up just because it's been getting really old without doing a Project Pan. But this is the Balm Shelter Tinted Moisturizer and Lighter Than Light. They give you 2.15 fluid ounces, so you get a lot, but like it's just not my favorite product. I think this is where I marked it last night as having like completed because you can't really see and it's really hard if you bend it. I'm putting this on just so I can like lift it up to the light to see kind of where end mark is. I really can't tell that well where I am. This is definitely something that I can finish. It's going to take longer than I thought. I have two concealers that I have in this Project Pan. One is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. The problem with this one is this is my starting line. I used more than I thought, but I held it up to the light last night and saw like that that was kind of like where it had settled to. But so I was completely surprised. However, that being said, the problem with this one is going to be is I cannot use this underneath my under eyes. I mean, I can, but I hate how it looks on me. It emphasizes all my dry skin. Kind of like, the hydrating one I think is much better than this one. So this is something that I will empty and never repurchase probably. I just kind of want to get this out, but because it is a decent concealer, I want to use it up. The other concealer that I have is the L'Oreal True Match Concealer, and I have this in Fair to Light. I'm going to use this as more like spot concealing, so like if I have any like pimples or spot, any other like thing that isn't like a brightening. And this is something that I'm not going to repurchase. It's just not something I'll use anymore. Moving on to powder, I have this little e.l.f. under eye powder, but I'm just going to use it as an all-around face powder. This will take a little bit. It shouldn't take as long as some other of my powders, so I'm starting out with this little guy. For contour, this is going to be hard. This is going to be really hard. This is the Wet n Wild Contour Palette in Dulce de Leche. I have this on my face today, which is good because I'm using it. Regardless, this is the contour palette in Dulce de Leche. I'm going to try pan both shades. This is going to be difficult. This is going to be real difficult. I'm mostly concerned about the contour shade, not so much on the highlight shade, but regardless, I do want to try and pan both. It's going to be tricky, especially since this is not my favorite contour shade for me. It's a little bit too warm. As for bronzer, I'm going to try and be panning the e.l.f. bronzer and Sunkissed. This is just like their $1 or $2 one that they have on their website. I got to try it on. I have it on my face. I really like it. I just got this summer, so it's pretty new. This is going to be difficult. I do know powders are probably going to be so hard, but you got to try. I got to try it. I got to put in effort and try and do that. So next on my list is the e.l.f. bronzer and Sunkissed. On to blush. I do have two products. One is a cream product and one is a powder. So I think that if I really wanted a really big blush look, I can kind of like match them together. And maybe that's a way that'll work. I don't know, but I put two blushes in, but they're two different formulas. As for cream, this is the e.l.f. Multi-Stick in Glistening Peach. This is from like their monochromatic line where I can use this on my eyes, lips, and cheeks, so that's kind of good. I have basically the full product left. That's it, fully like out. Like that's how much product's left. So I'm excited to try and get this used. I've actually never really used it before. I have an interesting relationship with cream products on my cheeks. I just need to figure out how to use them, but I'm going to be really trying hard to use this and make use of it. The other blush that I'm going to be trying to pan is the Mally Blush in Pink Awakening. This is, I think, just a really nice everyday blush. I'm wearing that on my cheeks today. I'm not wearing the cream blush because by the time I put powder on my face and set my foundation, I had forgotten. So, you know, just didn't get to it. Regardless, this is the prettiest blush. Just so I can use it in front of you guys, I'm going to swatch it. This is just such a really nice everyday blush. It didn't swatch very well, but like highlighter, I have two. One liquid, one powder. I have the e.l.f. liquid highlighter and there's no shade name on it, but I'm pretty much starting with it full because there is so much product in here and you don't need that much. This is going to be hard. This is going to be a difficult one. I'm going to be trying to use more of it. This gives you a nice dewy look on a day that you're not wearing that much makeup, but you can also add it to, I feel like you can probably add this to like foundations to make it more glowy. You can just, you know, use it as your highlight for the day. I don't know how much I can like really add this to the powder because it's two different shades of highlighter. I'm going to probably attempt it at some point just so I can get used to both. The other one is also an e.l.f. product. This is the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Pink Diamonds. This is one of the ones where you have to kind of like scratch off the surface. So I like remember I did not like this because I couldn't get any use out of it, but then I scratched the surface like everyone would said, and it works pretty dang well. So brows. This should come to no shock. If you watched my favorites, I think I might have talked about how I'm trying to not use pencils for brows anymore because I just think the packaging is wasting and you go through it so much. I don't know, I can't remember if I cut that out of the video or not. But regardless, I am trying to cut down on waste in all aspects of my life. So I'm going to try to use more long-lasting products such as pomades, my brow kit from e.l.f., which is a powder and a wax, just so I don't have to like continuously go through one product after repurchase and keep on throwing away the plastic packaging. Is the e.l.f. lifting instant lift brow pencil in blonde. I have this much product left at the moment, so I am getting there, even though this is a pretty new product. But again, I feel like we go through, if you use brow pencils, you go through it really fast. Onto eyes. Our eye primer, and this is from e.l.f. This is their eye primer in sheer. Really good primer. I like it a lot. I don't know if I will replace. I think I want to try some different primers. I've been using this for the last like not this exact one. This is a repurchase. I've had one of these before, and this is my second one. I have the Morphe primer as well, but I haven't tried it yet because I'm trying to use this one up and I've just been using it, and I just don't really want to open that up with this also open, so I'm going to be trying to pan this. Speaking of eyeshadow, I do have a little mini palette that I'm going to be trying to pan. It's a little duo from Mally. It's their Artist Inspiration Duo in Alabaster and Sepia. I'm going to be doing a video later on this month where I show you my daily makeup routine, which is only like 6 or 7 products if I remember correctly. That number will increase in general because I am trying to use all these products, but that video will still remain 6 or 7 products, just so in case you don't, like, there are people who don't want to use that many products when they're getting ready. But however, I think this is just a really good duo. These are very buttery shadows, look really nice on the eye, very natural, and so I'm going to be trying to pan these because I love them oh so much. I will miss these in my collection if and when I do finish them, but you know, there's no use to keep them in my collection and never use them. I'd rather use them and finish them. I don't think that they sell this duo anymore, but I did look on their website to see if they had anything like it because I definitely will want something similar to this when this is gone. This is the only mascara that I could try and pan. Definitely possible as I finish mascaras quite often. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Curvitude Waterproof Mascara. This is the only mascara that I own currently, at least here. I think I have 1 or 2 more at my college campus. Can't use them, but here we are. That being said, at the end of once I'm done with all these, I will be explaining 3 products that I will also be trying to pan once I get back to college. All right, I have 3 eyeliners. I have the waterproof eyeliner pen from e.l.f. This is a liquid eyeliner with a felt tip. I got this to try and teach myself how to do winged liner. I think it bleeds. It's not my favorite. Like, I like the felt tip, but I haven't been successful yet. So I probably will never use this in a look that I post on here or on my Instagram, but like if I want to practice my winged liner, which I do want to practice in general, I will be using this and trying to get rid of this because I just don't anticipate myself buying a liquid liner again. I think I'm just going to give up on winged liner. But while I do have it and it's available, I want to practice and try my best to do so. So that's that. And then I also have, this one might actually go in the trash because I tried to use it today and I just don't think it did anything. I think it's dried up past its prime. But this is the Revlon Color Stay eyeliner in brown. However, I do know that this one works. This is from Mally. This is the Evercolor Gel Waterproof Liner in Onyx. I like this one. I definitely will get used to this, especially if I remind myself to do Tightline and Waterline more often. This is another liner that I'm going to be trying to be using. Alright, here is where you're all going to probably think that I'm crazy. I have 5 lip products. That being said, one of them is a sample. So this is no problem. I'm going to get rid of this. This is from Chanel. This is their True Red Rouge Allure Ink Fusion lipstick. It's an ultra wear intense matte liquid lip color. So I don't know when I'm going to use this or where I'm going to use this, but someday I will find a use for this. It may not be my next month. If I'm going to wear Chanel lip color, I want it to be someplace. I want to go someplace. I want to show off. No, I don't want to just take it off in the matter of 30 minutes, which is what I will be doing with this since I can't go well, I could go someplace. We're not completely in shelter in place where I am, but you know. The other 4 products are this liquid lipstick in Blossom from Mally. This is gonna be hard because I'm not a huge fan of this. It works and it's nice, but like it just never really dries down and it's really sticky. I think with light uses it might be fine. It's a pretty color, but like I don't know, this one's gonna be tricky. I have this Mally lip crayon in Fierce. It's just this magenta-y color. It's not my usual like lip color, but you know, I can figure out a way to wear it. Yeah, I can be creative. I do have one gloss. This is the e.l.f. Plumping Gloss in Peach Bellini. It is about right here where that nail polish mark is. I'm wearing this today in conjunction with this baby. This is the moisturizing lipstick in Pink Minx from e.l.f. Really good color. I love this color. I do have 2 more products. I'm going to be trying to pan this e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. I definitely know that this is possible. It might take a long time, but I will do it. I did put a little nail polish mark up here. You can't really see it because it is a black bottle, but you can see it faintly. It is pretty much full. Regardless, the last product that I will be trying to use up, this is a bit of an odd one, but I want to use up these simple makeup wipes. Simple Sensitive Skin Experts Cleansing Facial Wipes. This will be no problem at all. I use these to wipe off swatches. I don't use these on my face. I will probably be buying some form of makeup wipes when these are done, just because I think they're really nice to have, especially if I'm going to be doing swatches for you guys or anything like that. I even have one here for me to wipe off this spot. So I use about 1 a day or once every time I film a video. That is the finish of all the products that I have here to show you guys that I'm going to be trying to pan. However, when I get back to my school, so they'll be rolled in my August update of Project Pan, are my butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. If you are familiar with my past videos, if you're familiar with my Instagram account, you may be saying, but you've used your Physicians Formula butter bronzer. Well, I repurchased one for me to use here since I couldn't get access to the one that I had that's at my college campus, because it's just such a staple in my collection. It's my favorite bronzer. I wanted to be able to use one, but once I get back to college, I'll be using my old one to try and get that used up. Another product that I have here that I will be trying to use up when I get back to college is my Maybelline Fit Me powder. Once I get there, I will be implementing that into my project pan as well. I've been using it for a while, so I don't know how close I am to hitting pan, but I'm closer than the one that I have currently with me here. And then the last thing that I will be rolling into this project pan that I already know is going to happen is my Milani Illuminating Face powder, and I forget what shade it is. It's called, but it's a pinky toned one. I'll show you in the next project pan, and I'll try and find a photo and put it somewhere in this video, like here, for example. I will be trying to use that. That is my most favorite blush ever, so I use that on the daily. It may replace my Mally blush when I get there, or I might just be trying to use them like every other day, switch them. Not sure, I'll let you know. Yes, so that is my project pan for the foreseeable future. I'm really excited to be trying to use up these products. I will be filming my updates, and then probably a week later I will be putting that on Instagram as well for my Instagram followers. So yeah, so if you have not checked me out on Instagram, again, go check me out. It's at Sam But Never Sammy. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are also into project panning, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see future project pan videos, subscribe to my channel. If you want to see future videos in general, not necessarily project pan videos, subscribe to my channel. If you are super excited for next week's video, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. It'll notify you the next time that I upload. But I'm super excited for this journey. Thank you so much for watching. I love every single one of you. I will see you next week. Goodbye.